Hey, glad you're here today. I've been wanting to tell you about something that completely changed the way I experience movies at home, and if you've been craving that next level upgrade, you're going to feel this one. The first time you hear the Bravia Theater Quad, you immediately understand who it's really made for. It's for someone who's done settling for almost good enough. Someone who wants their living room to feel like a place where stories actually happen around you, not just on a screen in front of you. Before we go any further, check the current price and stock while you're watching this, because this setup moves fast and it's worth knowing what deals are live. If you're honest with yourself, you've felt it too, that moment where you know your old soundbar or half-built speaker pack isn't cutting it anymore. You sit down for a movie night and you feel the lack of presence, the lack of depth, the lack of real movement in the sound. And at some point you realize you've outgrown that stage. You want immersion that actually transforms the experience, not just fills the room. The first night you switch to the Bravia Theater Quad, there's this wave of relief because the search is over. You finally stop trying to force miracles out of weak speakers. You feel that confidence of owning gear built on a higher level. Dialogue becomes clean and anchored. Motion and sound is fluid and believable. Atmos effects hover, sweep, and rise like they're meant to. You hear the environment of the movie, not the limitations of the system. Picture this, you're watching a late-night thriller, lights dimmed, and the room becomes alive. Footsteps behind you feel real. Distant echoes feel placed with intention. Or maybe you're streaming a concert, and for the first time you get that spine-tightening feeling of being in the front row because the instruments don't blend, they breathe. Even gaming takes on this richer sense of space. You can track movement with your ears instead of guessing. It's a different kind of engagement when your setup stops holding you back. Now would be a good time to glance at the listing again. Don't wait for one of those random price spikes or strange stock drops that always happen at the wrong time. If you've got hesitation, don't worry, that's normal. Big upgrades always come with second thoughts. But every doubt you might have disappears the moment you hear how effortlessly this system handles detail and dynamics. The separation, the warmth, the directional impact, none of it feels forced. And one thing that surprised me was how balanced the system sounds even at low volume. You still get nuance, still get presence. You don't need to shake the walls to feel the depth. What really sticks with you is the pride of owning something refined. You carry yourself differently knowing your setup isn't pretending to be premium, it actually is. You don't go back from this level. Every time you look at weaker options, you remember what this can do, and you can't unhear it. You'll notice the sound expands the room, the details stay crystal clear, the bass feels controlled instead of bloated, the height effects feel natural. The only downside is you'll want to rewatch everything you've ever loved just to experience it again. And depending on your room, setup might take a bit of tweaking to get perfect. Eventually the comparison loop ends. You stop searching, stop doubting, and pick the system you already know is the one you want. So if you're ready to step into real home theater immersion, check the link and grab it while it's available. It's one of those upgrades you'll look back on and be glad you didn't postpone.